Y'all, I am so sorry for um having to end that laugh. There was a big lad, and yeah, the lad just wasn't going to do it, and so I wanted to get that taken care of. So I am so sorry for that. I really am, like, wholeheartedly. But we're back, so that's the good thing. Yeah.
This motion authorizes the agreement and release of a settlement to Ryan Sawinski and the City of Harvey. We need a motion and a second. But in the meantime, is there any debate? Yes. Oh, I'm
Y'all
sorry.
don't mind me. I'm
We
gonna
need
take
a
a little
motion and we need
snacks.
a second, and then
So
I'll open the floor for
don't
debate.
mind me, y'all. Y'all see me eating a little part up, not much. So what I believe they are voting on
We
right
have a
now
motion,
is
we need a
um
second.
is basically a
Thank you.
residence FOIA request.
Is there any debate? Yes. Alderperson Chet.
I'd like to know for the record, what, what requested records have been produced and what explanation did we provide to Mr. Sawelski regarding the request of the FOIA request? That was not detailed in the packet. It was just shared that we had a settlement based on the financial distress of the city. We don't have frivolous spending that can happen.
Let's keep in the scope of your question.
And in that specific regarding frivolous spending, we don't have an additional anything that we can provide. So my question is, why did not we provide these details? What was to corporate counsel, maybe this would be better for you to answer. Well,
This is
why
getting
didn't
good,
we
y'all.
provide the details requested by
This is
the?
getting good.
I would, I would appreciate the opportunity, and if you're seeking more detail at that point, then we can turn it over to, the attorney. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, with that being said, with this particular lawsuit, there was several, inquiries. Mr. Sawinski did indeed put in a FOIA request. Within the FOIA request, we have 5 working days to
Mm.
the response. At that point, he wanted a scope, a larger scope. So a question was relayed to him if he could narrow his scope for the FOIA. And that's when human error entered into the
There we
situation.
go.
His original response was answered within the 5 days. His response to the clerk's office was received at the clerk's office, but it was an oversight. So, but it was responded, but it was responded late. So he did get a response, and he did receive it, but it was within after the 5 days. So the fact finding was originally his second response, his second correspondence, what was misdirected in the computer in the email, and that was an oversight. The clerk's office did not see it. It was a human error, but it was answered. But he did receive the information late. Now, within that scope, I will ask the attorney to read the
And
findings,
again, as you guys are coming in,
and
make sure you're hitting the like button,
Well,
hit
there
the
are some
subscribe
requirements
button,
to do
hit
the
the
recent
share
public
button.
hearing, and this is a standard form
Um,
letter. City
off of
council has
YouTube and Facebook
previously
alike.
authorized the settlement of lower amounts of cases, but the policy is that when we have the final document to bring before you. So this is to settle it for $5,500 to cover the attorney's fees of Mr. Simonsky for bringing this lawsuit. The city is not committing liability. That's what it's about.
that is it, the city is not, committing liability. Did amend, we responded,
And if I
we,
can bring some perspective to this,
we were late,
this is not a case that
lawsuit continued,
um,
and
this
it was,
particular case is not a
we
case
repaid
that
his legal
um,
fees.
just happened.
There
This
is
case
no
been happened
settlement
before
awarded
Mayor Clark
to him except
passed
for
away,
legal
if you will.
fees. Okay, thank you.
May I ask a question?
Another question, two questions into the
Again, as you
Roberts.
guys are coming in, make sure you hit the like button, hit
What
the share
guardrails
button,
do we
hit the
have in
subscribe
place
button,
to ensure that
and
oversight
let me
of
know where
all
y'all watching from.
500, that same incident could very well happen to another resident. If we times that by 19,000 residents, it'd be well over a half million of some sort. So we can't have oversight. I understand human error, but we're in a very critical place as it relates to finances. So having oversight is kind of irrefutable because we're again, and I still don't have a real understanding of what the
If I
request
can be
is,
clear,
the
a
information
lot of these
out
lawsuits that the
to
city of
determine
Harvey is
how we
facing,
do
a
not
lot of
feel
these,
request.
a lot of these
So we
lawsuits,
did
the
bill
city of Harvey is
request,
facing
but
because
we billed it
the
late. So let's
mayor,
get the records straight. The city of
Mayor
Harvey
Clark,
did finalize those
called
records.
a spade a
We were
spade.
not within the FOIA requirement timeframe.
I understand.
Okay, but I just wanted to stress that, clarification for us, thank you.
Thank you for
Again, let me
clarifying.
know where y'all watching
If we
from.
were able to do it after the 5 days, we probably could have did it before we were late. So it seems that that we could have done it because we fulfilled it, as you just mentioned, right? So we could have done it sooner and we wouldn't even have a $5,500 anything on the table. So my ask is what
You guys,
guardrails are
let
in
me
place
know
for this
in the
won't be able
comments
to
if there's a
happen?
lag. I know we just hit that problem
Okay,
prior
that's
to.
just a question, but guardrails,
Oh,
given
my
that
sister
it
is on
is
here. Hey, sister.
1 week since we found ourselves in this situation. We are still
Made me
working
feel
on
good.
that, but as we all know, go through our daily lives, hindsight is always the best understanding, and human
I'm gonna
error
take my
does
little
occur
notes so I
on
can
a
be able to
daily
go back
basis.
and
Now, if I sit up here and
talk about
constantly
it.
come back and say, oops, human error is the cause, then you would have question for alarm. Right now, you will implement some steps, but to do so, as we speak and say, this is the guideline, I cannot answer that, and I don't think anyone sitting in the seat could answer this today, in the back double week. I thank you for your answers, and thank you for your questions. We have a second, Alderman Smith.
Yes,
Excuse me.
so correct me if I'm wrong, if you have the 5 days for that request, and if that person asks for additional information, that means they still within those 5 days, but is it possible we're late because they asked for additional items within those five
No,
days?
It was an additional items,
this
and it
is
would
this is
be a
this
new
is
FOIA.
the
It
nonsense that
was
I don't
not the
understand.
additional items.
Um,
We were asking this individual to narrow his scope. So,
let me pause this. Let me say this because I don't want to talk over first ward alderwoman. Let me say this. This is the issue. Each municipality has 5 business days to respond to a FOIA request. No matter how big, no matter how large that FOIA request is. Each municipality, no matter if you're in Chicago, if you're downstate Illinois, there's a law on the state of Illinois books that says that um, we're protected by the Freedom of Information Act. Any information that a person or one would question or one would have questions to, they should be able to get it. And the fact that Harvey, this is not the first lawsuit. The fact that the city of Harvey is even having this conversation as far as paying one of its residents $5,500 um, for a simple request, documents that the resident asks the city to hand over. As a taxpayer, we have rights. We have rights to them documents. And so if they're going to be paying $5,500, I understand Alderwoman Chapman of the Second Ward saying, hey, if we're paying $5,500, it's 19,000 residents here. And a lot of this could have been fixed if Mayor Clark, I mean, the Bible says you should know them by, their works and their deeds. I'm not judging them, none of that, but right is right, wrong is wrong. And we call it a spade.
Information because it was a large amount of information. So he did not add anything to the original FOIA. He just narrowed his scope. In the meantime, within the situation, all I can say was human error, that it was the
So
oversight.
the young lady that's speaking, she is the
But it
interim
was just
mayor
that.
of the
They
city of
did find
Harvey.
it, they did
She's the
respond,
interim
but
mayor.
it was a little after the fact. Right? So that is, just needing a motion to approve it, and second, we have that motion. Please
I
pardon
want
me,
to see if
this
this. I want to see if
laryngitis,
this passes.
more debates.
I really want to
Let
see
me
if this
vote,
passes.
may we take our vote? Thank you.
I want to really see if this passes. I can tell you this: if Mayor Clark was alive, this would have never passed. But again, that would have been nothing but retaliation, if you ask me.
Excuse me, I'm gonna put a cough rather than, okay, on the second agenda, on the second, we need a resolution. Resolution authorizing agreement with South Suburban Mayors and Management Association and the Illinois Department of Transportation and, the City of Harvey programming funds for the Broadway Improvement Project. Now, some of you guys have remembered, we're talking about Broadway in the front of the building here. This is, this is funding that, will be, the payment will be through credits replaced by, a grant, replaced with IDAC from the toll road. So that is our matching funds, so there should be no city funds affiliated with this. Am I correct, city, administrator? Thank you. So what this is the improvement based on 153rd
Again, as you guys are
to
coming into the channel,
155th
let me know where you're watching from.
mobility
Hit the
in
like button, hit the
unsafe
share
road
button, hit the
conditions.
subscribe
It's
button if
gonna
you have not
provide
already
the
done so.
Surface Transportation Program, STD, local funds with transportation development credits from the highway. Apply toward matching funds. We need to pass this solution in order to proceed forward. That is the only restriction the city has to this, improvement, which is very exciting, I will say so myself. So we need a motion and we need a second. Okay, is there, any debate?
Yes,
Chairperson, Chapman? I'm sorry, Alderperson Chapman?
thank you, Madam Mayor.
Alderperson Chapman gonna always have
The
discussion,
Broadway
and
improvement
I love that.
project, after reviewing the details, brings in
I
about
really
three
do.
million, $690,719.79. And that covers construction and engineering, funded primarily through the federal STP dollars and transportation development credits. Um, Back on Monday, January the 26th of this year, when we had this on the agenda, we were gonna have a public forum before we were going to vote on this at 6 p.m. And so long, we didn't have that. And that's one of my first debatable pieces. But the other piece is that I want to make sure that we have lawful signature authorities fully confirmed by this council on federally funded paperwork. And in addition to that, as a third piece, a clear projected timeline part to the residents on how this affects their daily livelihood and just kind of overall of the start to finish. In reviewing the full scope of what was shared in the packet, it was specific to the dollar amount. But I think that one, we really need to take a step back and follow through first with that public forum that we intended to have already back on Monday, January 26th.
Okay, thank you very much. We're gonna confirm to make sure we're legally responsible, definitely. And going forward, remember, each resolution, we can ask 2 questions. We can only ask 1 question at a time until we get everybody's questions answered. Then we can go back, and this is according to the Robert's Rules of Order, which we adapted for our style. But given the fact that I did not have the chance to discuss this, I will go ahead and attempt to answer your 3 questions. May you start with your first one?
The first one was, we're here to vote on it today, so the first question, I guess, is just a no, because I had asked about us hosting a public forum.
Okay, so
So if this was tabled tonight, maybe that could be a part of the request, that it be tabled so that we can have a public forum or postpone it until a later date.
Harvey World
What we already did.
asks, who's the
okay,
mayor
so
now?
that's your first question, okay?
So
Okay, that was your
they
first
don't
question. Because
have
we
a
did
mayor.
discuss and we did table it
All
on
the
January
person
26th about having a public
Zelensky, she
public
is
meeting on this. I did recall
interim,
that as
if
well.
you will,
That was an oversight, so thank you for
because
bringing
she's
that
been
up.
on the city
Now,
council
we have to
longest.
decide if we want to do this with the remaining aldermen. Do you want a public forum, or would you rather go through and have the actual vote? Because remember, the role of the mayor, a role of the mayor pro tem is to sit here and bring this to the alderman's attention, the alderperson's attention. While we're in the city council, the alderpersons are responsible for the legislative aspect of the city. And that is voting on this. So if I'm gonna ask, because I do believe.
Great,
as an
is she trying to be
alderman and
smart?
as Mayor pro tem, we should all question that. So I'm gonna ask, does anyone have a question about whether we should table this or whether we should, continue with the vote?
Is she trying to be smart?
Yes, person,
Madam Chair Pro Tem, one of the things that Second Ward Alderman brought out that I found to be pretty substantial in my decision making, which is not so much of the public hearing, but the timelines from start to finish. That will indicate how we, as the remaining city council members, can vote. How long will this affect the quality of life for the citizens here?
Okay, I'm gonna turn that over to the city administrator. Okay. Excuse me, can you please go to the microphone so everyone can have the opportunity to hear you? Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your question. To answer the question, we first have to vote to receive the money. Then we'll go out to bid. So we know what the project is, but until we go out to bid and actually have a contractor solidified, they will tell us how long the project will actually take. There's some projections, but I don't know if they're gonna cut down half the street, both sides of the street at one time. I don't know, but it's right here in front of Broadway. We won't know until we have the contractor in place.
So just to recap, we're only talking 2 blocks in this, in front of our city building,
Yes.
just 2 blocks. So within this block would be our building, of course, Alderpersons, and probably the Park District, but the Park District is an adjacent parking lot and Restoration Ministries that could park along the side. The other business that would be really effective right now would be next door, the apartment complex, but they have an entrance to go in and an exit to go in. Going down a little bit further, the only business that I think is active on the floor, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Davis, is the fact that it would be Gloria's.
I think that's the only business on that street.
Okay, so Gloria's will still have Ant Park going across the street to get in and out of her location too, right?
That would be a conversation when we get the contractor to make sure.
Okay, to make sure.
Access.
Okay, so that her customers or their customers will have access. So back to the original question, with that being said, 2 blocks, do we think we need a public forum? Alderpersons, yes. Alderman, Randall.
I for one have always respected all the person and their award request. I think that's important. I'm a fifth ward officer. This project is the second. With that being said, 2 questions, so 1 question, someone I would have to ask the second ward officer, what issues do she need to clarify or would like to address in this public hearing, if they haven't already been addressed already. And secondly, I know that sometimes with grants, there is a time restraint for them to be submitted before I could really answer that question.
Okay, as Ms. Davis just indicated, the time when we sign this, then, I'm sorry.
So as they are deciding on, if you will, if while they're deciding on if they're going to be getting the federal funding and all of that good stuff, it's something that I do want to uh, let me,
Additional money.
that way we're not missing anything.
Okay, so then your second question would go back to Alderman Chapman, if you could just answer that.
Okay. I wanted to adjust the value so that way we can hear exactly what's going on. I want to kind of
Always right, but we
put this on here so we can kind of have some perspective on what they're voting on, what they're talking about.
At that time, the vision of our leadership felt it was necessary as well to host that public forum. So in following, this is the same exact agenda from January 26th.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Gloria.
There we go.
40 years across the street from, the security.
Okay, so you want to continue, okay, she answered your question and see if If that's sufficient, again, the aldermen have a right to use their vote. And we can move forward on this. Are there any other new, debate questions? Okay, then I'm gonna ask, we already know, just to recap, this is a 2 block radius. Just to recap, buildings that are gonna be effective. We've already received the grant. It is up to all of us to determine when do we proceed forward. Because I personally would hate to have to return this money. That would not be in, best interest, I'm sorry. Then what we can do after we approve this, and this was a good suggestion, maybe we can have a debate with that, not debate, public forum to keep everyone in tune in what's going on so we can proceed forward. So I'm gonna ask for you to vote, and I give you my word, if this passed, we will have a hearing so we can make the residents of the second ward, and I echo those sentiments, Alderman Randall, we all have to work together, and everyone's opinion matters on this table, on this matter, sitting, approving. So we will have, an information setting for the residents. But do we move forward on this, or are we done? Please vote.
I'm looking for something. Um,
Money or open the books. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I voted yes. I voted no.
Thank you. Okay, as we move on to resolution
You know where it is.
3, the resolution is gonna be under the highway, code. This resolution authorizes the use of money, motor fuel purposes of maintaining the streets and the highway beginning from January 1st, 26 to January 31st, 26. And what this, represents is the city will use $314,000,
I'd be
$772
so confused sometimes
to purchase
when it come to
salt, coal
this
patch,
particular
alley repairs, tree
um
removals, restoration,
this particular
activities
alderman. I'd be
on
really confused at
ordinance
times.
two thousand and
I really
twenty-six
do. She be having me
financial budget.
confused.
So we need a resolution to utilize the motor fuel tax to purchase salt, coal patch, alley and street repair, etc., as I indicated. We need a motion and we got a
I'm
second.
hoping that there's not a lag. If there's a lag, can y'all let me know?
Hey, is there any debate?
Yes.
If there's a lag, please
I
let
can
me know.
support this resolution. It authorizes the city to continue providing essential street and highway maintenance services throughout 2026. Residents' motor fuel tax funds are restricted and can only be used for transportation-related work. And so it's important that the residents understand how these services will be delivered. So I just respectfully request that the council be provided with the project list and outline what work will be done, how each area of the city will benefit through an equitable dispersion of these services across all wards. So if we could just have a project timeline, when we get this going, so that I can, as well as the other alderpersons, identify, I know that we
Okay.
all have some very, rigid areas in our
Got
wards
my
that
nephew name, his
really
full
need,
name.
support. We need
Type of demon and put his full name on here.
and some areas are worse than others, so if we could submit
What
that,
type of
that
demon?
be a part of, what the project timeline looks like. So things that are really bad,
first ward. Many of you know me. For those of you who know me through the city, you only know of me. So with that being said, when I got elected in 2011, I sat with one of the previous mayors and I said I wanted 1/6 of the services that every alderman receives. At that point, and I kid you not, I was told that could not happen. Well, I am giving you my word, and not only to this alderman, other persons, but to you, each and every one of you residents. I take you seriously. I too am a resident of Harvey. I too am a lifelong resident of Harvey, and I have no plans on moving. So with that being said, I am going to ask you to bring your concern up to your alderperson. Your alderperson, there is not a person here that does not have my cell phone number. And I'm not talking about a city cell phone number. I am talking about my personal number. They bring their
I don't
concerns to
I don't
me.
like the way she governed. Can I just flat out can
I
I just
said,
flat out and say
I
that
gave this to
send this
Shirley Berwinski.
bleach blonde bad
Now you
butch
know
body, send
I
her back
gave
of the
my
way.
tax budget to them, but I am
I don't
promising
like
you,
the way she
we will
governed.
do our best to
She got that
accomplish.
Mayor Clark spirit all over her.
And if
I don't
it's
like the
not
way she governed,
useful,
y'all.
you will
I
hear it
I
from the
don't.
mayor's staff. Along with, you have every
Mm-mm.
ability to reach out to the city. You can go through city.gov. And if you need a training session, I guarantee you, we could set up a training session here to show everyone how to use that system and feel comfortable with
I don't
using
like the
it.
way she governed.
In the meantime, because I know if
She
any
keep it.
person as residents I have in the first ward, they are not computer savvy. We've already implemented with Mayor Clark and I that the first ward residents can contact. And any first ward resident sitting in this room right now, would you care to say who I said at the city at our ward meetings? If no one wants to stand up, I appreciate that. I understand. I'm not going to ask anyone, but I've always said you can contact her like
Now she
everyone
thought
in
she
our.
now she thought she had a friend.
There's us two ladies at the desk.
Not she thought she had a friend. She thought
So
one of
you
them residents
have
was gonna
the
get up there and
authority
stand with
to
her.
contact the city staff. You have
Girl,
the authority to
please.
contact your alderman.
Reach bomb bad Bill Butch
You're right,
body you.
Mr.
I believe that's Mayor Clark mom
We will get
who
there.
they keep on zooming in and
Because we are in this together.
yeah, I believe so. I believe that's Mayor Clark
I
mom.
cannot be successful if you're not successful. We have to be realistic, but as I give you my word, I will do my very
I'm gonna put the
best,
link in the
as I
comments in
always
case
will.
somebody wanna
So I hope
come on and
you
share
get
your
that for the
thoughts.
record. I'm recording it, it's on the record. I have implemented that procedure in my ward.
Anita, tell Anthony, come
And when
on.
I did
I
not
just
have
sent the
that
link.
many
Click on the
support,
link.
we got through it. We got through it. So I give the alderman, I will work with you. This is not personal. You do not have to like me. I do not have to like you. This is not about
I
like
just
or
posted the
dislike.
link. There go the
This
link.
has to do with what's right
Click on in here.
wrong and what we deserve as residents of the city of Harvey. So thank you.
Click
Final thing.
on in here.
Are there any other debates? With that, I ask us to vote.
Let's see how this vote gonna go. Let's see.
accepting property located commonly known as 106 and
I'm
108
sorry, y'all.
West 106th Street, approving a case. This resolution accepts property known as 106 to 108 upon execution. The city authorized the city legal counsel to submit dismiss court fees leading to the property related. In layman's term, what this means is location is a burned out building. It has been for 12 years. The owner does not pay the fines or does not want to pay,
Come on, get it out.
I'm sorry, what? Demolition or any of that. So this gives us an opportunity where this owner decides to give this property to the city. Now, if you remember properly, we have a lot of abandoned houses. The city does not own them. If the city does not own them, the city cannot touch them. The only way for us to get them removed, we have to take them to court. We take them to court, it's a 2 to 5 year process, if not longer, and there are legal costs to that. It costs for each property a minimum of $5,000. So in lieu of all that, this owner decides to give us the deed. So he is not gonna go, or she is not go through the legal aspects of it.
I'm looking for
The
something,
city
y'all.
will hold a lien totaling $12,000. The property has been estimate value as $380,000. The city will enter into a demo or a sale of property. That is what the intent is, so we can eliminate one less abandoned property.
There we go.
So this is a wonderful opportunity for residents who own these buildings. If they want to eliminate court costs and fees, that they can donate the deed to the city. The city at that point will clean it up and sell the property. So we need a resolution to accept this. With it,
Mayor Pro Tem, could I
yes,
suggest a slight modification to section 2A of this?
absolutely.
So right, this is technically is the authority to sign documents, and it says the mayor and the city clerk instance. I think we should amend that since we don't have, a full acting mayor now, to say the mayor pro tem and the city administrator are authorized to sign documents.
Okay, but if this one were on resolution number 4,
Yes.
yes, okay.
Section 2A.
Okay, 2A, okay.
Of resolution.
Okay, so, I'm sorry, what do you want to? Okay, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, on the actual resolution is what she's referencing. She's referencing, that the mayor and the city clerk are hereby authorized. Well, to the actual paperwork that you have for this resolution, to say Mayor Pro Tem and the city administrator, authorize this to sign the document.
The original said that the mayor and the clerk,
Right,
and you want to amend it to say the mayor pro tem.
right, and the city administrator, right, and then everything can proceed properly with this. But then, and everything done properly, normally with this. Yes,
I know I had mentioned this earlier, this was actually, you all can consider the question that I had, earlier, resolution, when I got 3 questions. And one of them was regarding the signature. Currently, our city administrator has not been confirmed. So, because there has not been a vote and a majority taken by this council to confirm, or pardon me, to confirm that we have a city administrator, do we believe that that is the route to go? As you just stated, who should be signing off?
Yes, could question. So in that last resolution, it actually authorized the city administrator to do that, was in the previous one.
I know.
If she has been confirmed by the council, she's still the interim city administrator, she's still in. So I believe that we is legally sufficient.
And just in asking regarding the interim piece, that since we're on, how long can someone be an interim?
There isn't actually a limit under your city code or the municipal code.
Thank you.
Okay,
See,
so with that being said, we're asking for, approval for the actual ordinance with the amendment stating in the actual paperwork, mayor pro tem and city administration in lieu of mayor and city clerk. Thank you. Please vote. Oh, is there any more debates? Hearing none, I close that. Do you vote? Thank you.
I don't like that.
Okay, thank you.
I don't like that. I said I don't like how she governed.
It may be a little bit confusing. I am sitting up here and yet I'm voting as an alternate. I'm just trying to think on how I would think if I was sitting there watching this. And it just came to mind. With that being said, as mayor pro tem, I do not lose the vote as an alderman. Okay, so I can still vote as an alderman. I do not vote as a mayor. Okay, so I still only get one vote. So I wanna make sure that's clear, and if anyone has any understanding on that. But by law, I still remain, and a couple thumbs went up, but yes, I am still your alderman. Thank you. I'm pretty good at reading facial expressions, I'm like, why, so, bear with me if I interrupt that, I just wanna make sure everyone has a clear understanding. Okay, I thank everyone for that. We are going to resolution. The ordinance making that portion of the parkway right away, generally located on 153rd and 154th Street. Immediately.
Let me say this because it seems
that
that I don't know how what I just did, but let's leave that one alone. So look, it's this is what it gives. This is what it gives. It's given that they are voting on things that it looks like to me that can potentially move the city forward. And the reason I say I don't like the way she governed, um, a lot of the bullshit that was going on, she was a part of. She was a part of a lot of the bullshit that Mayor Clark stood for. And it's fucked up because one will ask, will Harvey continue down their path of destruction, or will one come with a new vision? And so that's where Harvey at. Will one come with a new vision to move this city forward? Will one come with a new vision to help this city get out the deficit that they're in? Will one come with a new vision to say, what can we do to help bring these water bills down? One will ask that question. And that's something for a lot of people to either take into thought. How will the next mayor of Harvey govern? Will it still be Mayor Christopher Clark style, or will the new mayor of Harvey bring his or her own style? That's just yet to be seen. But this chick that they got um as the mayor pro tem, uh send her back, return to sender. We don't know her, we don't want her. We didn't seen it, we didn't tried it, we don't want it. No, send her back. Send her back. I do not like the way she governs. I don't like the way she governed at all whatsoever. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And then maybe y'all may feel different than me. Y'all may feel that she governed right. Drew, you tripping. Maybe I am. But y'all, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. They're still going forth with the meeting. And listen, it is what it is. I know the next meeting that they have should be another vote on who will move Harvey forward. People livelihood is on the line. Y'all messing with people property taxes. Water bills can't get under control. This is the type of city we're talking about. We're talking about a city that's in dire need uh, of help, that has asked the state for help. They have asked the state for help. They need help. So again, who will be next to lead Harvey to where they got to go? Again, I'm getting ready to get up out of here from my house to y'all's. Stay safe, stay blessed, but most importantly, stay safe. I'm gone, y'all.
It's Drew Speaks. Turn it up, we spilling tea. When the drama hit the streets, you know where you gotta be. Messy but classy, yeah, I keep it real. Bringing all the news, let's talk, let's spill. Shade so sharp, might need a shield. When Drew speaks, best believe it's sealed. Got some facts, what's the deal? Keep it raw, keep it trill. Ain't no cap, just what's real. Hit that like, tell me how you feel. Oh, you ain't heard, let me break it down. Drew got the scoop, yeah, we run the town. Laughs, drama, truth in the mix. Stay locked in, yeah, we too legit. From the streets to the tweets, what's hot, what's weak. Spilling all the tea, yeah, Drew gon' speak. No sugarcoat, just facts on fleek. Subscribe, tap in, yeah.